TELCI is a group home organization. It's funded by the Ontario Ministry of Community and Social Services. And our mandate is to provide services to adults who live with an intellectual disability or a developmental disability and who are all visually impaired, legally blind. Most of our folks are totally blind. What we do for the people here is we engage them as much as possible in community type activities. We get them out into programs, and if the people are not able to function in programs, then we find things for them to do. For example, we'll take them to Tim Hortons for a coffee. They seem to enjoy very much going to large shopping centers and riding the elevators, being in the food court for a meal. They really enjoy their time out. The operations of TELCI include 3 residences with 16 men and women living in the residences, and 2 apartments where we have 4 gentlemen living. And one of our former residents lives in a long-term care facility. TELCI stands for Therapeutic and Educational Living Centers Incorporated. So the educational part involves moving them into the community and looking at what they are able to do. What I enjoy about working here is getting to know the individual residents and discovering their personalities, their personal quirks. A number of our residents are not able to express themselves verbally. They do communicate, but they communicate in a nonverbal fashion, or if they're verbal, you have to piece together what they're doing. So I certainly enjoy the challenge of meeting and greeting the residents. What I also enjoy is working with the staff. We have a very dedicated, committed staff, and the relationship they have with the residents is something that really I find endearing.
My name's Nicole. I've been working at TELCI for 4 years now. What I really like about working at TELCI is finding out what the interests are of the guys and going with that. For example, I took one of my residents to the Harley shop, and he got to sit on the bike and take it for a little zoom, and he had a really good time. So I'd have to say that's what I enjoy the most.
My name is Emma. I work here at TELCI, and my favorite part about my job is getting to know all the wonderful residents we support. There's so many different attitudes and characters and dynamics that you learn when you work here, and they end up teaching you more than you teach them, really, in the end.
I'm Liz, and I'm one of the staff here at TELCI. One of the things I enjoy about working is taking the clients into the community on outings, going to festivals and museums, and the reason I really enjoy that is seeing the clients as part of the community and not just as a resident in a group home.
My name is Tara. I've been working at TELCI for about 4 years now. What I like most about the job is the guys. I love the guys. They make coming into work all the much better. I was actually off work for about a month last year, and while I was off, all I could think about was them. I couldn't wait to get back to work and see them. I kept calling staff and asking for updates and asking how they were doing, and when I came back, all I could do was hug them. Didn't want to leave ever again.
We have a number of residents who have very strong musical abilities. We have 3 or 4 residents who have terrific singing voices, and they participate in the Choir for the Blind. And the Choir for the Blind, amazingly, is offered and led and conducted by volunteers. One of our residents has a terrific memory. He, in his own memory, has written 132 pieces of music. have one individual who is very adept at learning musical instruments. So after he came here, he learned the accordion, and then he got some instruction on the piano. We got him some instruction on the piano, and now he plays the piano beautifully. And we have a music person come in with our musical group every Monday morning, and she showed him the bagpipes, the electronic bagpipes, and now he plays the electronic bagpipes. What I believe makes TELCI different from other helping agencies is that it was founded by a number of staff of the Rideau Regional Centre who developed a philosophy that is unique in that visually impaired adults living with a developmental disability are capable of doing much more than they are traditionally thought to be able to do.
My name is David Frum. I am 67 years old. I have been living in TELCI for almost 13 years, and I love it very much. I was born with the gift of music. My first musical memory was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. At 4 years old, my father, Mr. Arnold Frum, bought me a piano, and he was hoping someday that I would enjoy a means of expressing myself in music. And within 1 hour, I played my first song.
Most of our residents, before they came to TELCI, were living in institutions. The institutional life was not particularly stimulating for them. Everything was done for them. It was not a very good experience by all accounts. Others were living with family members, and as they got older, the residents got older and the family members got older, the families decided that it would be best for their son or daughter or brother or sister to live in a group home in a supported environment.
I like going to work every day. I like going on group outings and weekend outing activities with the staff on the weekends.
Hi out there, I'm Nancy. I do a job downstairs on Sunday and Saturday. And I write to help people who can see. I can't see. I have a bit more sight to help people out.
I'm very happy that they're doing this for us, and it's enjoyable. Yeah, I like the residents because they're pretty happy and cheerful, and they have a lot of fun, and I like to laugh and have the sense of humor though.
We get very positive reactions from the families. They are interested on a day-to-day basis what happens with their relatives, so some will call on more frequently than others. Many of the residents have families that live quite a distance from us, and so we will contact them and send them a letter, or they may call and we will give them an update. If somebody gets a special award from something, we'll send it to the family members, and the feedback we get is very positive. TELCI is a nonprofit organization, a licensed charity, and an important source of our funding is donations. from the public, from people, employee groups, individuals. And we hope that as people watch this video, that they will think of us when they are making their donation decisions. What I would like to say to people watching this video is that people living with disabilities, particularly multiple disabilities such as blindness and intellectual disabilities, that they have a terrific capacity to learn and to love and to care. They have a great potential to attract loving and caring people, which we see in our volunteers and our staff. It takes time to get to know these folks, but when you do get to know them, you see a character and a personality that is extremely endearing and extremely welcoming of your attention.